Right guys, today we are at Goodison Park. That's the old lady over there. I wasn't going to come here film the video, but thought I would because it's such a historical venue and it's seen so much, and obviously it's no longer in use anymore. So we'll be going around it, see what it's like. Obviously the women now play there, as you can see over there. And we'll see what's happening. Completely redesigned this for the women. It's a new era, as they're calling it, because they've got the history of the women's team. Try and cross the road in a minute. But there's just so much here. There's even a wee like grocery store, and I'm wondering if that'll go out of, well, maybe not go out of business, but the sales will be down because the influx of fans, it's not going to be the same. But we'll cross the road here, and it's like Everton Women were founded in 1983, I'm pretty certain. And we've got, I'll just touch it, look at that, it's amazing just to see like the stadium. I'm at Goodison Park. It's obviously called Old Lady for a reason, and I'll be telling you the reasons in this video, so stay tuned and subscribe to the channel. So let's get it. So guys, if you don't know, Goodison Park was built opened on the 24th of August 1892. It was the first, it's the oldest ever purposely built football stadium, because back in the day a lot of these stadiums were built for cricket, or they were built for something else that wasn't football. And as you can see, my background it's so historic, and obviously they've got stuff plastered, but there's so much stuff around this stadium, and obviously it's seen so many good games, and I'll be telling you about those and how it happened. So obviously, as I said, it's seen many big games. One of them was Everton v Bayern Munich in the Cup Winners' Cup semi-final in 1985, and obviously they bet them 3-1, and Graham Sharp, Andy Gray and Trevor Stevens sent the Blues into the final, and then they went on to win. So that's the famous win happened here. That's over 30 years ago, and I think that's when the last won a trophy. So, wait, no, 40 years ago. No, it's 30 years ago that it last won a trophy. It's seen in international matches such as Portugal and North Korea. Everton 4-4 with Liverpool in 1991. It saw obviously that famous Wayne Rooney goal. That Wayne Rooney goal that we all remember that he scored on his debut. It's obviously in recent times I might add, seen them, Frank Lampard's side beating Crystal Palace 3-2 to stay in the Premier League. Richarlison obviously scoring the goals, and nobody thought it would stay up, but it's seen so many good games. And but the sad thing is about it, they had to move out, because I went to the tour. I've seen tours at the new stadium, and they'll state they had to move out here, and there was many reasons to that, because obviously the best example I've heard is they were playing in a 1930 stadium in 2025, so that kind of 100 years outdated. It didn't have the facilities of other clubs, and if you want to move on as a club, you kind of need to upgrade your facilities, and the stadium's the best way to do that, because nowadays hospitality is a big thing. So if they build hospitality, they generate 3 times the revenue. But one, it's kind of sad, the last Everton have always been known as a cup team, and the last ever cup game they ever played here was this year against Bournemouth, where they lost 2-0. And that ended 132 years of a cup success. And obviously the final derby, Tarkowski, what a goal, last 96th minute to draw 2-2 with Liverpool, just showed they could bow out and Liverpool couldn't get the bragging rights at Goodison Park, and that just shows how much it does mean to Everton fans. And obviously in 1920, women's football was obviously it's non-existent and it's only started to build up in the last couple of years. But in 1920 they set a record attendance for a women's match at 53,000. That stood for absolutely ages, so that's quite interesting. But Goodison Park has been here for well more than me, so there's so much that has came with the stadium, and obviously the record attendance here in general is just under 80,000. It's just seen so much, and there's a reason why it's called the Grand Old Lady. It's so good. And obviously back before they moved to the new stadium, that's got a mega store in the stadium, but Everton's old mega store was out as a separate building, and I'm going to go and try and see if I find it, if it's not closed up. This is quite interesting, guys, because I have seen this before. Before every match you would see kids, dads, everything, mums even taking penalty shots into this, and it was like a tradition, and they've still got it. They've not even edited it. Away match ticket collections, that's probably 100 years old, that though. There's just so much history here, and that's obviously the match day information, and that's the view of the stadium, which is amazing when it's the sunset. And you've also got a wee banana there, which has been left gone but never forgotten, might I add. But we're going on to the main road. That's the home one actually. It just tells you how old this place is. It's so unique. Hey guys, but that castle building kind of that is the old Everton shop, and obviously that's what I was talking about. The kind of stadium was across the road, but it's obviously they've shut that, but they've kept Goodison open. But what's the future plans for Goodison Park? Goodison Park is to be turned into housing once they decide to move out, because obviously it's not feasible having two stadiums. And I've heard a lot about Everton don't actually own the land at the new stadium somewhere, the docks, so they want to own that eventually, so they're going to have to find the funding for somewhere. So they need to keep continuing to do good. So that might mean shutting the stadium, because as soon as they'll sell off the land, make the money for that, and then be able to buy the new stadium part. But there you go. There you go. That's the women for Everton. It's completely moved from where it used to be, and this is quite immortal to Everton. So that's I don't know what that is. So that must be an Everton legend. Oh, it's about the War families. That's quite nice. We've got a couple of, out of respect, I'll keep them away. But this whole area is blue. You've got churches that are blue, it's crazy what it used to be, and obviously it's no longer here, but I'm glad I got to touch the stadium to prefer to these guys, because it's just one of them. Once it's got knocked down, you can say I've been there, and yeah, that's obviously the gates, the old Goodison Park, and I think we can actually get in here. Ooh. And that's the big Goodison sign. Look at that, guys. That's perfect. But I'm gonna go through these gates. We've even got blue cones. I'm gonna go through these gates. No, I'm gonna not go through these gates, but I'm gonna end the video here. Glad to have done this because it's, as I said, it's so historic. So if you did enjoy the video, you did enjoy me kind of going around Goodison Park. Obviously not what it kind of used to be when the men's team were here, because it's no longer in kind of, it's probably Everton are more focused on the men's team and the academy coming up for the men at the new stadium, because eventually the women will move into the new stadium as well, and they'll play both the games. I think that'll probably be after the Euros, because they're trying to maintain that. I've saw a lot about it, they're trying to hit standards all the time, so women's game's growing, so you will expect that to happen at some point. But if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel, leave a like, put post notifications, and I'm just Adam, and goodbye.